Bro,
This bitch started doing a 1-2 step.
dude, what's that called? The limbo?
Yeah.
Started doing the fucking limbo out here. Oh my god.
I am cracking.
I done broke my ankle 3 times today. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another freaking episode of Black Bastard
Black
TV.
bastard.
We are a couple bastards. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I'm not black though.
So, this makes episode 6. I'm dead. I got enough of your ass.
Yeah, should I sound like you? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's kind of cute how you sit and just bring your chair over here. So this makes episode 6. This makes episode 6 of Black Bastard TV. And today's topic is we're all here to live and maintain a certain lifestyle. Why are we treated like we're in an institution? So,
AKA jail.
I'm dead. I have to leave this. I'm sorry. So, yeah, why are we treated like we're in an institution? Like she said, AKA jail.
Yeah.
Right. So, we're just going to hop right into the video. So, me personally, at my job, this isn't a 9 to 5 video, but I just feel like everywhere we go, we're treated a certain way. So when you're at the job, you're treated a certain way. When you go to the grocery store, they treat you a certain way. When you go to an event with mostly certain type of people, you're treated a certain way. So not necessarily jail every time, but like you treated a certain way, you know? So has there been times where you were treated different ways at different places?
Me personally, I used to work at UPS, and there's a lot of racism going on in there. And, you know, I seen, like, little stuff, but then I started really seeing it when all the white people started to, you know, doing the easy job. And then us colored people, we got picked to do all the hard jobs, starting, like, shipping trucks and stuff, doing all the heavy work. So I felt like it was favoritism going on, especially with the white people.
So, like, have you ever expressed that to them? And if you did, like, how did they react to you expressing that it was wrong? Or, you know?
I did express it. I don't like the way I express it now, like how I expressed it back then. But I did express it, and I started yelling and going crazy. But that's like the thing they want to see.
Yeah.
For somebody to go crazy over, you know, stuff, especially like colored people, that we go crazy over, you know, what they do that's racist.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to me. I went crazy. I started cussing them out. I cussed the supervisor, the main person that runs the whole thing. I cussed them all out.
And I bet they felt threatened, huh?
Yeah.
But it's like whenever you call people out for the wrong, they're like, you know.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I don't like the way I did it, because I started yelling, started getting aggressive. Well, I wasn't aggressive, but the way I was saying it was very aggressive. So I didn't like that, the way I did it. I would have done it differently if I was still going through that. But, you know, you live and you learn. So.
Right, you do live and you learn. And, excuse me, as I grew up, I kind of noticed, too, like, how to react to stuff, when to bite my tongue, when to fight that battle, or when to stand up for myself. Because sometimes, you know, it's good to do that, but sometimes you do got to wait for that moment. And I feel like personally at this job I've been at for 2 years, there's been a lot of moments where I was like, okay, I'm not going to say nothing, I'm not going to do this. And then there's a moment like, nah, I'm standing on this. Like, y'all not about to do this, y'all not about to say that or treat me a certain way. But you also on the backbone as far as like a job, got to think about, you know, losing that job, right, but also standing up for yourself.
Because I did lose that job the next day after that. And it was mostly because I cussed them out. Because I cussed them out and stuff. But I do regret it now. I'm different now the way I was back then. And, you know, the stuff I did was wrong, but it was well deserved that happened because they gonna keep on doing it if you don't say anything. So.
But overall, it was more about your respect. You
Yeah.
know, that's what you were really.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
trying to get.
Yeah.
Is respect. You're not about to, boss me around, tell me what to do when you don't do the same to other people.
Right. That's the main thing, treating different people different ways, and I never got that either. Like recently, there was an incident that happened to me at work.
Yeah.
And, it was a minor issue, but I guess since I didn't act on it as quick as, that person wanted me to, it became a bigger issue. So, in the midst of me working, I'm taping up a box, right? And I had just taken off my glasses. Like, if you work in a warehouse, you got to wear safety glasses. So, we literally had 3 minutes till we stopped working. And a supervisor from a different department had came over to me and told me to put them on. Literally, I had just taken them off to stop working. So, I'm like, okay, but we're about to stop. But I didn't say it rude, I'm just like, oh, okay, whispering it over the conveyor belt.
Right.
But I guess since I didn't do it quick enough for that supervisor, he instantly came over the conveyor belt, opened the gate, came over there and instantly told me, like, no, you're not going nowhere. Because I was about to leave anyway to go clock out. He's like, no, you're not going nowhere. He grabbed his walkie-talkie. He called a whole nother supervisor, which was a female, and she's black, colored or whatever. And, I guess he needed extra defense or something.
Right.
What was I gonna run away? That's what I'm wondering.
And the crazy part is, I walked right by them without my glasses or anything. They didn't say a thing to me.
And the female supervisor did admit that they should tell more people the same thing they be telling one person. So if you're gonna tell me to put the glasses on, you need to tell everybody. So she did admit that, but they didn't act on it. Mm-hmm. Like, they didn't instantly leave from talking to me and go tell everybody else.
Right.
But I was only able to walk off and leave once I seen this one husband and wife leave. So that's the only reason they let me go, is because they went. So I'm like, wow, y'all are treating people.
And I feel like that whole thing is so dumb. Because why should we keep the glasses on when we're not even doing anything but going, leaving to go home?
Yeah.
I feel like we shouldn't have the glasses on 24/7 when we're there.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
And the walkway from my work area to the clock out is literally 3 minutes.
And that's a whole different thing that is petty as fuck. But why are we leaving at 3:20?
You know what I'm saying?
Late as fuck. When we have to walk 3 minutes from there.
Right, and it is how many things on first shift? And I just feel like we're all there, when we're talking about jobs and maintaining a lifestyle, we're all there to make money. So whether you are a supervisor, a manager, or whatever position, we are all there to make the money and leave at the end of the day. So I feel like when it comes to them watching us or telling us what to do or, wanting us to do things on their time, it's not fair.
Right.
Because you're treating me as if, like a scrub or something. Or I'm an employee. You supposed to, why are you doing this? You supposed to,
And that's another thing. The people at my job are so scared of supervisors or anybody in charge. I'm like, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
They be quick to get up and try to work even harder. I'm like, no, you're not about to, make me want to work harder just because you're there.
Or put any fear in my heart.
Right.
When we're all there for the same thing.
Either way, you still getting paid the same amount. It does not change how much you're getting paid if they see you doing something wrong.
Because that's how I feel like this isn't an institution. Y'all shouldn't be trying to see what we're doing wrong.
Right.
Ooh, let's wait back till she fucks up and then walk over and yell at her. Right. Why don't you acknowledge me when I do good? I'm working fast.
And I don't get why they're doing that. Go do your own job. You'll have a whole different position to take care of. Y'all shouldn't be worried about what we're doing.
Especially from a whole different department. Right. That's what I'm saying. But now, as far as a grocery store, today we had went in and grabbed some fruit. And you could tell the atmosphere changed when we walked in. Mm-hmm. All the energy was on us type of thing. So it's not that we got treated differently, but in a way, I guess they didn't know what to expect. I don't know. When we walked in, everybody's staring. And then not only that, while I'm shopping, a white old woman comes up and she compliments my hair, but in the midst of doing that, she tugs at it. And how us black women and most people be, hey, don't touch the hair now. But it's the fact she tugged at it too, and it was just like weird in a way.
Right.
Them be the main people scared to talk to you, you know, in a different environment. If it was mainly all white people, but considering we was in a Save-A-Lot store, I guess it was easier to come up and be like, oh,
try to compliment you.
yeah, I like your hair, yeah. So,
like, you know, rude ass way, because why are you touching people's hair if you don't know them? What the heck?
And same with that. We're all there for one thing: get the groceries and go home. The same way, we all got the same blood. We all here to live and be happy with our families, create babies, eat good food, make money, and do what we always wanted to do. We all here for the same reason.
Right.
So why treat people differently or act as if people are lower than you, or
just because you're a certain color?
You know, just because you're a certain color or you a certain age. There's a lot of old people that, you know, I've gained respect from, but at first they really was like not fucking with me in a way. You know how like when you're young and they're like, oh, stop
to listen to me.
Yeah, stop trying to be grown. And I'm really not trying to be grown. I'm just, you know, maturing in a way. But they don't give that respect. And, you know, in some places I can see why. Because a lot of young people are doing better than the old people these days. They got cars while the old people standing on the tarp.
I feel like it's also jealousy.
Yeah.
Like, we're the two youngest, and not to be shallow, but the prettiest in there. And I feel like they're intimidated by us.
That's what I feel too. And they don't get the same advantages.
Yeah.
Like, say if we get picked for a position, maybe they're, you know, maybe they too slow now. You know, they done got of age. You can't move as quick. So you can't be mad if someone picks us for a position you're not fit for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It plays a part like that too. Like, they lose respect for the youngins, and it's like, I have no control of that, you know?
Right.
So I just feel like we all put on earth, you know, to maneuver around, do what we got to do, whether you selling ass or what, you know, stuff like that. So where else do you feel you've been treated differently? Or you felt the energy change or something?
Mostly when I was working my second, like where I'm at right now, I feel like we got really treated badly. And the only reason I feel like I got treated really badly is because I was her friend. And I feel like that's weird.
Yeah.
Like, why are you mad because I'm friends with somebody that you don't like?
Yeah.
That's like high school shit. Come on now. We're grown as fuck. Y'all are grown as fuck. So I feel like they shouldn't have been doing that. I don't know if it was racism or what it was, but I just got weird energy from a lot of people from there because they didn't like me for who I was hanging around with.
Yeah.
And that's like my decision if I want to hang out with them. I know her personally. She's a cool ass person, and y'all just mad because she doesn't want y'all. She doesn't want to, like, what's the word?
Obey.
Yeah, obey. She doesn't want to obey y'all.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why y'all don't want me to hang out with her, which is weird as fuck. I feel like we're grown adults.
Yeah.
I feel like we should all, you know, be treated the same, but we live in a sad world where that did not happen.
Yeah, and I don't know if they thought I would influence you, but that's another thing. Like, I have no control of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, same with them. We all here to do one to seven things. If you sum it all up, I mean,
I'm my own person. I feel like I just do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't want to do that, then I'm not going to do it. It's not because of her. It's not because of, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was real petty of them to, you know, do all that. And it was just the way they treated you differently that really made me mad, because there was just some fucked up shit that was going on at that time. So
yeah. Some things I did know and some things that I did not know.
Yeah.
And there's been times too, you know, when you meet new people or new friend groups and things, and you feel like, not that you get treated differently, but maybe that person you meet might treat you differently than the person that y'all both know. You know what I'm saying? So say y'all know that mutual friend, and you see how you just met this person, but you see how they treating her, but they treating you different. They just met you. So I've noticed that in friend groups as well, like people treating each other differently. It's all about the people for real. Mm-hmm. I mean, really, if we went to work and there was no people, there would be no drama.
Right.
So it's really all about us, the people, the humans on this earth.
Personally, I feel like if there was people our age, we wouldn't have as much. Well, we wouldn't like be living that. I mean, not living, going to a job that's racist or jealous. I feel like they were jealous because we were so young. We didn't have kids to take care of after work.
Yeah.
So I feel like if we had people our age, it wouldn't be as much drama.
Yeah.
It's always obviously drama all the time, everywhere. But it wouldn't be as much as we endured.
But I feel like that's another reason, though. I do agree, but I also do feel like that's another reason it is drama, because everybody just clicks up with who they got. So if it was, we'd just be clicking up with people our age, just how they just click up because of their culture, or they just click up because of their age. Like, it needs to be diversity. It needs to be variety of people coming together. We shouldn't all just keep clicking up with our own.
Because job would be really nice. Like one time we were sent to a different area, and we was getting along with everybody. It doesn't matter the age or anything. We was all cool. We was all joking around. We was doing whatever. Well, not whatever we wanted, but
Yeah,
mainly,
we had some freedom.
Yeah, freedom. And we were just, having a fun time over there. And then we came back to, the bullshit,
Right.
starting all over. And I felt like it went 10 times harder when we came back from that. So I was just like, yeah.
I think they missed us, though.
Yeah.
I just wish everybody could, connect, because we gonna make the world go around, the people itself.
Right.
If we all just keep clicking up with the people we only fuck with, I just feel like that's how people turn against each other, or problems really do start. Because it's like, oh no, I'm only loyal to you, I ain't ready. But
that's really weird.
We really gotta understand each other for real as humans. So it's like going to the grocery store, that's holding the door open or some shit like that. Like, just as simple as that. Oh, I'm not gonna hold the door open because she's white.
Right.
Or that's a grown ass man, I'm not gonna hold the door open. Like, it's certain things in that way. Or if you're driving, you letting somebody go, the kindness of your heart, or you letting somebody over. It's just us as people, for real, that start drama or create good memories.
So everybody's not cool like that.
Yeah, not everybody has a good heart, or like sees the bigger picture of like love. I guess it's love. Everybody come together or whatever.
But I get that everybody's different in their own way. But I feel like being polite is taught.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not taught that, then you're obviously gonna be a jealous, grumpy ass person.
Very bitter.
Mm-hmm, bitter as fuck. And I feel like if you're like that, the world is not gonna treat you. It's not gonna treat you with the kindness and respect, because you didn't give that shit right back to the person, to whoever. You know. So your life isn't gonna be as smooth as somebody else that's actually nice, respectful. Does everything that's from the kindness of their heart.
Yeah, because you get what you give.
Yeah.
So if you gonna give me bitch, you're gonna get bitch.
Right. Because nobody's gonna respond well to you being like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah.
You're obviously gonna get a bitch shut up too. Like,
right.
What the fuck?
And even if it's not that, you gonna feel that energy back.
Yeah.
Like, I might not have to cuss at you, but you're gonna feel the energy, And it sucks that as people we do gotta be that way. But it's like a defense thing. Because we can't be, just let everybody say or do anything,
If I start arguing, obviously somebody else is going to start arguing because I'm arguing. Mm-hmm. You're not going to be like, look like a bitch in front of everybody. You obviously going to do the same thing that I'm doing because, I'm doing it right back to you.
Especially if you're offended by whatever they said or however they came at you.
Yeah.
It just be the little things with people. That's why it's always so much chaos.
In this world.
Yeah, it really is.
This world is a sick place. And y'all have to, just tolerate some stuff.
Tolerate enough, Everybody got their breaking point though, and eventually when you do hit that, when it comes to meeting different people, it comes out like I don't want to say wild, but
I mean, it could get wild.
Yeah, it could, because when you finally let it all out, it's like
somebody might try to pull out a gun.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds crazy. Trust me, I know, but like that happens. That type of stuff happens, and I never want to go through that. Getting like a gun pulled out or a knife, that's crazy. But some people talk like they
especially by men or by women.
Right.
It's all us people. Yeah, different. Like just based off a reaction.
And I feel like it's worse for girls.
Yeah.
Way worse for girls. Because once you reject a guy, reject the guy, they start either they be like, okay, that's cool, or sometimes they be aggressive and trying to argue, or sometimes they might even hurt you, which is a scary thing to deal with.
Yeah, and it all could have went a different way, but you could tell from how they were brought up or who they've been around where they were treated that way, and now they giving that energy out to other people.
I get that if you don't like being rejected, but if you don't like being rejected, why try to get some girl's number? You know?
Right.
It's just like, let them come up to you or something. Because us women doesn't like, you know, that violent shit. We're females.
Right. We
You
like
can't
it
tolerate,
soft and,
yeah.
you know, fluffy.
Yeah. Even though girls don't like saying that, but I mean, we are. We're not as tough as guys are.
Right. I agree with that. You know, we can't play the same position.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, all in all, we can't play the same position, but we are all put here for the position, you know?
I feel like everybody just needs to respect everybody.
Yeah, each other. Because this is not an institution. You know, in jail, they don't respect each other. You got to gain that respect by doing certain things or acting a certain way. Ooh, my eyes started twitching. What are you doing?
Because it's flies everywhere and shit.
Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, like in jail, you gotta gain respect by you gotta be real nice maybe to the guard or, you know, treat your inmate nice. Like, we're not in an institution. We're free. We should all be treated the same way. We shouldn't have to do certain things to get stuff or be punished. You feel what I'm saying? Unless needed. That's just how I feel.
If you're going to tell one person to do something, you better tell everybody else to do the same
And mainly in this world, we are all congratulated for doing something bad. Oh, we see you, good job. But when you do the good shit and you want people to see it, or at least notice how hard you worked or how far you came from 2 years ago, they don't notice that. But when you fuck up from how long you worked for 2 years, then they notice it.
Yes!